In Satanism, we recognize that life's challenges are not simply obstacles meant to defeat us, but opportunities to test and strengthen our inner power. One of the most powerful techniques to transform how we view adversity is through reframing, a concept rooted in both Satanic philosophy and neuro-linguistic programming, NLP. Reframing allows us to take any negative experience and, by shifting our perspective, transform it into a moment of personal growth, wisdom, and empowerment. The Satanic perspective on challenges. Satanism teaches us that struggle and resistance are necessary for growth. Like Satan's defiance against oppressive authority, we too must face challenges head-on and extract strength from the very experiences that may seek to hold us back. Challenges are not something to avoid, but something to embrace and learn from. By reframing negative experiences, we engage in a process of rebellion against victimhood, choosing instead to take control of our reactions and outcomes. Whether it's personal struggles, societal pressures, or spiritual obstacles, reframing allows us to transform adversity into power. Satanists understand that it is through adversity that we unlock deeper wisdom, hone our abilities, and emerge more powerful than before. Reframing encourages us to challenge the conventional labels of a failure or a loss, instead viewing them as necessary steps on the path toward greater self-mastery and strength. What is reframing? Reframing, at its core, is about shifting how you interpret a particular situation. Instead of seeing something as inherently negative, you change the reframe around it to reveal hidden value. In NLP, reframing is often used to help individuals overcome limiting beliefs or emotional reactions by changing the way they perceive their circumstances. This approach aligns perfectly with the Satanic ethos of self-empowerment and rebellion against limiting constructs. For example, rather than viewing a failure as a defeat, a Satanist using the reframing technique might see it as a valuable lesson in resilience. The goal is not to deny the pain or challenge, but to extract strength and growth from it. In doing so, we take back control of our narrative and ensure that adversity serves us, rather than diminishes us. Reframing in practice, turning setbacks into growth. Let's explore how Satanists can use reframing to turn negative experiences into opportunities for growth. 1. Identify the negative experience. The first step in reframing is identifying the situation or challenge that is causing distress or feelings of defeat. This might be a personal failure, a confrontation with someone, or a situation where you feel powerless. 2. Acknowledge your initial reaction. Before reframing, it's essential to acknowledge how you feel about the situation. Are you frustrated? Angry? Disappointed? Don't shy away from these emotions. They are valid, but they also don't have to define your experience. 3. Reframe the experience. Now, shift the frame. Ask yourself, what lesson can I learn from this? How can this experience make me stronger? Is there hidden value in this struggle? For Satanists, this reframing can be seen as an act of personal rebellion, choosing to rewrite the narrative of suffering into one of strength. For instance, if you face rejection, reframe it as an opportunity to refine your skills and come back even stronger. If you're feeling overwhelmed by life's burdens, reframe it as a test of your endurance, one that will sharpen your abilities to resist and overcome. 4. Embody the empowered perspective. Once you've reframed the situation, fully embody the new perspective. Reflect on how this new interpretation strengthens you. Feel the power of taking control of your reaction, of turning adversity into fuel for your growth. 5. Integrate the lesson. Finally, integrate the lessons learned into your future actions. Satanists don't just accept life's challenges, they actively seek ways to use them for personal transformation. By reframing and learning from each experience, you move closer to mastering yourself and achieving greater spiritual and personal power. The power of choice. In Satanism, we understand that we are not bound by external definitions of good or bad. We reject the victim mentality that so many fall into when faced with hardship. Instead, reframing empowers us to take an active role in defining what each challenge means. Adversity, in this sense, becomes a tool for sharpening our inner strength, just as Satan himself embodies the ultimate rebellion against imposed limitations. Through reframing, you can choose how to respond to every obstacle, turning frustration into motivation and defeat into determination. This power of choice is central to the Satanic worldview. Life's struggles are inevitable, but how you frame them determines whether they weaken or strengthen you. Reframing as a spiritual tool. Reframing doesn't just help on a personal level, it is also a powerful spiritual tool. When confronting existential questions or spiritual doubts, Satanists can use reframing to deepen their connection to their path. For example, a period of spiritual confusion can be reframed as an invitation to explore deeper layers of understanding and self-awareness. Spiritual challenges become part of the process of becoming more attuned to the infernal forces and unlocking hidden potential within. Reframing aligns perfectly with Satanic ritual work. During rituals, you can actively reframe challenges by symbolically transforming them into sources of strength. Burning away self-doubt, tearing down limiting beliefs, and empowering yourself through ritual acts can all reinforce the new, reframed perspective. The rebel's mindset. Reframing is not about optimism, it's about power. Satanists don't reframe adversity to see the world through rose-colored glasses, but to actively seize control of their experience. This rebellious mindset refuses to accept defeat as final. Instead, it views every challenge as a chance to grow, to push back, and to rise even stronger. By reframing negative experiences, you are not only changing your internal world but altering the course of your path toward greater strength, wisdom, and freedom. Conclusion. Reframing is a powerful practice that allows Satanists to turn challenges into opportunities for growth. By shifting the way we interpret adversity, we reclaim control over our narrative and ensure that every setback serves as a stepping stone towards strength. Whether in daily life or in spiritual practice, reframing enables us to transform suffering into wisdom and limitations into liberation. Embrace this technique and wield it as a tool to master yourself and your path.